Good morning. This is Aiden Andres, president of the Falcon Report. As most are aware, New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo has ordered New York State schools to be closed for a 2-week period ending April 1st, 2020. We here at the Falcon Report will keep you up to speed with all that pertains to the South community. Stay tuned. The Falcon Report coming up right now. Good morning once again, and welcome to the Falcon Report for this Friday, the 20th of March, 2020. I'm Aiden Andres. Few aspects of life have not been unaffected by the new realities of social distancing. As students embrace their new lifestyle changes due to the COVID-19 outbreak, the Falcon Report took a look about how the Valley Stream community is adapting to this ongoing situation.
I feel like everybody is doing a good job at this social distancing kind of thing, because I've seen all over social media people posting about having to stay home, having to FaceTime people, having to talk to people over video chats. I do feel like it is bringing friends closer together, honestly, because it's a lot more time talking with them.
In the wake of schools being closed and the increase of self-quarantining, many small businesses and large stores alike are taking precautions to prevent the spread of the virus by shutting down.
We close usually at 11 o'clock, but we had to close at 10 o'clock because it was so dead in here. By 8 o'clock, I had 2 waitresses. By 9 o'clock, I had 1 waitress. Usually I have like a full staff, like I have like 4 servers, but it was so dead, I had to cut the service to go home early.
Even our local Green Acres Mall is seeing many closings, including stores like Famous Footwear and Verizon. Many grocery stores in the area have seen changes too. Key Food and Food Town are among the many stores that have seen shortages in supplies.
There's too many people coming out once. This is getting out of control. Like before, it used to be like a decent shopping. Now people are getting out of control. They're buying extra and extra, so shelves is getting empty.
The quarantine has also caused drastic changes in the community social life, with many social hubs closing early, or even worse, shutting down until further notice.
So it was initially a little bit slow, obviously because of the general fear and global fear of the pandemic, but I think overall, I think we're bouncing back. People just kind of want a place to be, and when everyone's kind of shut inside, there's got to be some form of release. And
several restaurants and food courts have shifted to takeout only, getting rid of the tables and chairs in their facilities.
Slower. We actually had to cancel all of our events. We do a lot of events here, like poetry, open mic night, etc. We had to cancel everything we have for this week, which isn't great. It's definitely been a little bit slower, but we have switched over to takeout only as to prevent people from sitting in here.
In this time of darkness, however, people are remembering to stay positive. Although immense safety measures are being taken and in-person gatherings not currently available, South students are able to participate in educational pursuits in all of their classes. Despite the schools closing, the district and administration are persistent in continuing teaching through alternative methods. As of March 19th, schools across Nassau County will be implementing remote learning, which allows teachers to continue with their classes with online video calls.
And so it's going to come out to some fairly large numbers.
Applications like Microsoft Teams, Edpuzzle, and Zoom are among the most popular applications in use, as all are free and offers teachers similar academic freedom and instruction to a normal classroom setting. Communication between students and teachers is equally important, and these alternatives let them maintain a similar level of communication via text chat within video calls, allowing students to speak freely and ask questions during the lectures. Both the county and the district executives understand that not all students have the same ease of access to technology and are willing to accommodate their situations as necessary in hopes of making the process as streamlined as possible. Also, while still open, South High School welcomed its first group of future Falcons. Arriving early third period, the elementary school students were welcomed into South Hall, being treated the option of breakfast before commencing their tour. After settling in, the elementary students were greeted by the principal, Miss Maureen Henry. The students were shown an introductory viewing of the Falcon Report, and then proceeded to meet and listen to notable musicians, athletes, and clubs in South. Key Club and National Honor Society volunteers were then assigned groups of students to tour South's vast campus. After viewing various classrooms, music rooms, and labs, the soon-to-be Falcons headed back to Forest Road, eagerly awaiting the next chapter of their academic careers. We'll have far more for you next week, but as time is short, we'll take a brief commercial break and come back with a look on the weather. The Falcon Report will be right back.
Wait, did I forget the shape?
Whoa, whoa, don't touch your face.
Why?
Because it's rule number 1. What are you doing? We're enforcing rule number 2.
Which is?
Keep your surfaces clean.
I don't feel so good.
Whoa, 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 you're not going to school.
What?
No.
I gotta go to school.
No.
Matt!
Wait.
But, I'm guessing this is rule 3.
Rule number 4. Sneeze into a tissue. Whoa, just make sure that you wash your hands for 20 seconds.
Yep.
You know, under your pinky, under your index finger. In light of recent events, South High School, along with the district, is pleased to announce that the New York Commissioner of Education has approved for the continuation of the free and reduced lunch program during the school closures caused by the COVID-19 outbreak. Along with lunch, the program will also contain a breakfast cereal. The program will be offered from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Memorial Junior High School, South High School, and North High School. Well, as you can see behind me, nature sure is looking pleasant these past few days. Let's turn it over to James Nielsen to see if our weekend forecast is just as beautiful. James?
We're in for a beautiful weekend, South, starting with today. We'll start at a high of 65 degrees and a low of 44. Don't be alarmed if you see rain showers throughout the day, as immense sunshine will follow right after. Tomorrow will feel a bit cooler, with a real feel of 45, and although the temperature will drop to 51, we'll see plenty of sun throughout the day. Finally, on Sunday, we'll drop down to a high of 43 degrees and a low of 35. We may be in for some patches of clouds, but a healthy amount of sunshine after all. Stay positive, South. Back to you, Aiden.
That's all for this edition of the Falcon Report. From our entire staff and yours truly, have a great weekend and stay safe, South.